Hey guys, we're back on that 22RE. I got some of those 60 over pistons I ordered. So let's get to finishing this thing up. Hey guys, I got the inserts, got one installed. So let's get the surfacing this thing and finishing it up. All right guys, I got the block all on the surfacer level and ready to start cutting. So let's get after it.
This thing was pretty warped, as you can see. I had to take a total of 5 thousandths for this thing to clean up. Now it's nice and flat.
There it is, all nice and flat. Now I'm gonna get it on the bench, get the main caps torqued on it, and get it back in the hone and finish the bores up.
Now I'm torquing the mains to 75 foot-pounds with my snap-on digital torque wrench. Now I'm miking all the pistons and make sure they're in spec so I can set my bore gauge.
Just got this thing out of the surfacer and set this machine all up. As you can see, it didn't clean at 40 over. Not only did the number 4 didn't clean, number 3 just a little bit, and also cylinder 1. So I didn't want to put 3 sleeves in this thing, so we decided to go 60. I talked with my customer, and this is what we did. So
I'm honing this with my roughing stones. It takes a lot of material out very quick.
All right, we're at 50 over right now. Cylinder 1 and 3 cleaned, and then number 4 still has a spot in it right about there. It should clean at 60, no problem. So let's get to honing the rest of the way. That's why it's so hard when you check it with a bore gauge. You never check every little tiny spot, so sometimes there's stuff hidden there. You just have to check and hone away and see what you got. All right, guys, we got the roughing stones, the general purpose stones a little bit smoother, and then the finishing stones. Look at the difference. Guys, we're 2 thousandths to go now to chamfer the top and the bottom of the cylinders. Let's get after it.
If you don't chamfer the bottom of the cylinders, it scrapes all the oil off the piston, and then chamfering the top of the cylinder just helps you get the piston in the hole. Now I'm running a tap through the head bolt holes and cleaning up all those threads so the head bolt's going nice and smooth. Now I'm using a general purpose stone. It's a 220 grit, and I hone it all the way to about 1 thousandths to go.
All right, this is the general purpose stone. Now we're going to use the finishing stones for the final honing process.
These finishing stones are 280 grit, and it's the final process right before the Plateau stones. I always take my time with this final honing process because you don't want to mess up and miss size. Finish the bores up besides the Plateau stones. 0, 0. Nice. It looks like before I give it the Plateau finish. I use these specialized nylon brushes to get all the peaks and valleys out of the cylinders. I give each cylinder 10 strokes and then it'll be done. Like I was saying, I'm only going to do 10 strokes in each cylinder. These Plateau stones help the ring seat immediately. They're a real handy tool to have in your arsenal. Now I'm using some Dawn dish soap in this big nylon brush and cleaning out the bores and all the oil galleys. You need to make sure all the oil's out of this thing so it's nice and clean. Hey, I just got this thing out of the wash and I'm putting some black paint on it. I always flip the block in all different directions so I get the paint in every nick and cranny. Now I'm installing some brass freeze plugs and I'm using Permatex 1 as a sealant. It works great. I'm also using the Permatex 1 on all the oil galley plugs and the oil filter adapter to make sure everything's nice and sealed. Man, those brass freeze plugs really pop on that black paint. It looks great. I'm real happy we saved this block, putting the head bolt insert and punching this thing 60 over to get this guy back on the road.
This Toyota's all ready to go. Like I said, I got him some Silverlight pistons and some Hastings rings to go with it. So this thing's going to run good for the guy. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.